Okay, this is going to be a short and probably boring video about my trike, mainly about the axle. You can see I've got the triple tree pulled off of it and got it laying up there on the table. I'm going to start focusing on that for the next month or two and see what I can get done there. And also, I'm going to do something with the rest of this frame, work on the axle, and I've got two main questions for this video. I'm mainly making this video to ask so I can show it to a couple people and ask a couple particular questions. Number one, if I pull that axle out of there, how easy is it going to be to put back in? Number two, where could I go to find an axle that would, where I could put a new axle in it? And number three, any other comments that you might have that will help me out or be of interest or, give me information that I don't have. I'm going to flip this unit up, stand it up on end, and we'll get some shots of the axle and take it from there. Okay, I am recording this with the Surface Go, and it's kind of hard to hold it steady and really direct things, but I'm going to do what I can to point out this axle. You can see in the dead center here, right here, there is a actual little differential there. Number one, I would like to pull this axle out of here. Okay, you can see there's a bearing here, 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 and here. Now if I loosen those and pull that axle out of there, number one, will that differential stay together? Will that all stay together as one piece, or will these two shafts, will they just simply fall apart out of that differential? I really have no clue. I don't know nothing about this stuff. Number two, the only little locks that I can find, the little collar ties, the little collar locks that they have that hold the axles in place and, like hold brakes in place and that kind of thing. There's one right on the outside here, and there's one right on the outside over here. Other than that, you can see there's a little key on that piece right there. So I wonder if there's one inside of here in this brake drum, and I wonder what's holding that axle together is what I'm wondering. So if I take those little four brackets off, that axle's going to come out of there, but at that point, will it stay together? That's my question. Another question I have is, where would I go to find a replacement axle for such a device? I'd be open to putting a new axle in it because I'd really like to put disc brakes on it. And I wonder if the disc brakes that GoPro sells and that you find everywhere will fit that shaft. I've not measured it, but that shaft looks kind of small to me. So, yeah, I'm open to the idea of a new axle, but I have no clue where you would find such a thing. The ATV axle seems to be short and broken up in the middle, and they seem to have a brace on each side that goes from one side to the other of the differential. So again, my main question is, if I take those four brackets off, 1, 2, 3, 4, that axle, everything is just going to come off of that frame. But the question is, will that axle stay together? Can I just roll it over in the corner, put it out of the way, and sand and paint my frame? See the big exalter. Sand and paint my frame, and then just wheel that axle back in place. Yeah, any information that you could give me on that setup for the axle, I would greatly appreciate. Again, the main question is, will it hold itself together?